Well, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Some people are going to be ecstatically happy, and some people are going to be devastatedly pissed. The Type 5 Heavy. Yes. I took it out twice. Really contemplating taking the derp gun off and putting the other gun on now. The 15 centimeter is the derp gun, and I'm pretty sure it was 75 penetration before. They might have bumped that up. I'm not really sure. I can't remember. To be honest with you, I really can't. And you get a Hesh round now with 192 pen. Still, if you don't hit direct targets, spots you're aiming at, weak spots, you're still going to do splash damage, still going to damage it, but nothing like you were hitting with that beautiful premium gold round that would bump up the amount of damage that you did. Um, so I'm really thinking of putting this on there. The only drawback when you have a gun that does not, let's say, not the derp gun, even though the HE shell on this still has 70 pen versus 75 on the derp gun, 770 average damage, so you can always revert to your HE shell if need be to do damage if you got something heavily armored in front of you. But with this gun, obviously, 257 pen, that's pretty darn good. That's no joke compared to what it used to be, 220 something, 230 something. And that was after the buff. And 290 for the premium round, which I don't know. So you get AP and HE. So 2 AP rounds and HE round for the, we'll say, standard gun, but it's the 14 centimeter. So I took it out 2 matches. First match, it's not even worth showing you. It was pitiful. I only got like 4 shots off, but it was at another Type 5 Heavy, alternated between shells. I did a whopping 187 damage. Yes, 187 damage. 4 shots. Yeah, that's a joke. This round here still had some pretty heavily armored stuff. E3, E4, Super Conqueror's got, the HE shield around it, the turret there, so it's pretty good. And had a better outcome, but still hitting for miserable amounts now with these 2 shells that you have to choose from. The Super Conqueror, I hit him, I believe, 2 times for a total of 804 damage and knocked out his tracks. Bounced 3 of his rounds for 1,200 damage, and he got hit for 346 upon me spotting. Let me just step back 1 second here. With this gun, the only benefits you really have is if there's something that's got really good armor, like the E4, the turret-wise. It's got the weak commander's hatch, and with this gun, the derp gun, you're able to pull out, take a quick shot, back up. And I do that a couple times. I also alternate between shells. I do a standard HE shell, then a Hesh shell. Standard HE and a Hesh. Just so you can see what it's hitting for with the difference between the shells. Now, with the other gun, the 14 centimeter, the not derp gun, when you pull out, you can't just, squeeze trigger off real quick and back up, because you're going to have to aim. So you do have the bonus with really not having to aim with the derp gun, because no matter where you hit, you're going to do some damage. Obviously, if you hit a weak spot, you're going to do a substantial more amount of damage than you would if you hit, let's say, T95 right in the front, the gun mantle, I'm sorry, the T110E3. But whereas the 14 centimeter, you got to aim, look to shrink in, you're going to take more damage that way. The UD's 15-16, he was up there. I couldn't get a shot off of him. He was keeping it. He was in a good spot where, I've got those 2. I got the UD 16 and the 14 Alt 5. So I got the 8 and the 9. I still got to get the 10. But I didn't have quite enough experience to get the 10, so I'll have to get that in a couple days here. STRV 103B, I hit him 2 maybe 3 times for a total of 730 damage. Knocked off his track, bounced one of his rounds, bounced two of the UD's 15-16 rounds, and he also got hit for 126 poppy spotting. And you'll see I got hit with a lot of premium rounds. UD's 15-16 was using premiums. T62 on the enemy team was using premium. I think most of the shells I got hit with was premium, but I did bounce quite a bit of damage. T110E3, I hit him maybe four times, and did a whopping 868 damage. Knocked out his track, observation device, blew out his track, and injured his driver, and bounced one of his rounds. T110E4, we hit him one time for 236, and the E4's got weaker armor than the E3, just to give you an idea. Now, I can't remember if I shot the Hesh round or the HE round at the T110E4 to give you an idea what shell that was, but it did 236 damage, and I think I might have hit him in the commander's hatch, the weak spot. Not 100% sure. And we knocked out his track. So we did 3, 4, 5th most damage at 2,638 with a base experience of 831. We had 13 shots, 10 direct hits, and it says 0 because none of them fully penetrate because they just explode on the outside. And we did, it must be 13 shots, 10 hit, 11 of those shells did splash damage. For a total of 2,638 damage. We got hit 14 times, 5 pens, 7 bounced, and we got hit 4 times with some splash damage. So we blocked 3,220 damage. We damaged about a 0. Okay. Damage 4, destroyed 0. Damage with our assistance was 472. And I don't know. I think that taking credits from you and setting them aside for you, I don't like that idea, to be honest with you. It's like, okay, you're already negative 46,962 credits. Let's take some more away from you, but we'll give it back at the end of the week. It just doesn't make any sense. It's like giving you $10 and taking, 4 of it back. I just don't. Why? It doesn't make any sense why they're doing that. If it were, they're taking it from you out of your money and holding it for you. It's like, what are they, a bank now? Come on. If it were a bonus, let's say that 4,493 credits was a bonus above and beyond what you would have made, and they set that aside and give it to you at the end of the week, yeah, that's cool. But taking your credits away from you to give them back to you at the end of the week, kind of dumb. I don't like it. This bonus thing, manageable bonus to experience that you get to add to battles that you win, I do like that. You get to do it up to 5 times a day. Click on this up here, and it gives you an idea how many days credit or premium you have. I did a couple of the missions. If I do this last one, I'll get some bonds, 25 bonds. Got to destroy 5 vehicles, and I'll get 25 bonds. I definitely like this deal right here, especially getting bonds at the end there for destroying 5 vehicles. I really, really like that idea, and that is a daily thing that you can do. So yeah, you can start making some massive bonds doing this. So that was a good idea. I do like that. And I like I said, I like the manageable bonus to experience that you can select which one you want to do, and then I've got a premium account, so I get to pick which maps I do not want to be in, and I don't know if I can click on it without. Okay, so I got Pluralhavoka. Basically, that's just a camping map. Everybody, they got it X'd out now, but that's just that big camping map where you got tank destroyers that set down here, tank destroyers that set down here, and they wait for somebody to, zing up here and get killed and light something up so you can get a shot off, and it's just a camping map. And Ensk, I absolutely hate Ensk. That's the one with the railroad tracks in the center of the map. Couple reasons I don't like that one. One, if I'm playing artillery, you just it's a small map. Just I guess that's the easiest way to put it. It's a small map. If you play artillery at all, you're screwed. If your team all go one way, you're screwed because let's say your whole team goes to the west, and the enemy team sends half to the west, half to the east, and they come around. Well, guess what? Now you're getting flanked, and you're getting shot from the front and back. It's I don't like that map, so I took those two out. But I really like this manageable bonus to experience. So if you do, you don't have to use it. It doesn't put it. It doesn't pick it for you. So let's say you had a crappy match. Don't use it. Crappy match, don't use it. Super great, good match, or just a good match, then use it, and it gives you, 3 times the experience that you would have gotten. It's really nice. But this reserve stock thing, I just don't like that because it's taking your credits and then giving them back to you at the end of the week. And I like that they did this where it's all in one thing here. You can do your personal reserves right from there. It's pretty cool. So I'm going to show you the replay for this Type 5 Heavy, but just to give you a heads up, I'm going to do a review of the UD's 14 Alt 5, which, not bad. I wish the gun had a little more. Oh, no, I guess, no, this is yeah, that's a Tier 8. No, that's actually really good, pretty good penetration for a Tier 8. I like the looks of them. I haven't ran them yet, so I got them all set up. It's just I don't have time to run them, unfortunately, today because I got to get up at midnight, so I want to get this video out for you guys before I go to bed. But absolutely no armor. But when you go into that hull, I don't want to know what it's called, hull down mode or whatever, like with the other ones, the UD's 03 or whatnot, where you hit X and it getting a bunch of phony phone calls recently, a bunch of scammers out there, but it automatically goes into that special mode and you get more gun depression. So it's got 12 negative 12 gun depression plus 26, so your gun depression is great. The only thing I have noticed about the 8 and 9, I don't have the 10 yet, is the aim time kind of sucks. This one's 2.01, and that's with not that good of a crew. I mean, that's a new crew, but the aim time kind of sucks. And I love the looks of them. They are pretty sweet looking. This one here, it just looks like if you're facing, and then when it goes into that mode, it's like, you're going to bounce a lot of rounds. The funny thing is, the turret armor on the upgraded turret, which gives you extra hit points, it bumps you from 1500 something to 1650, you get 70 armor. Now, with the stock turret, you can get 105 armor in the front. So, but then you lose hit points. So you want to, and you can have it on there too with that gun. Sometimes it'll have, you can have this turret that's got better armor, but then you can't mount the top gun or, whatnot. Well, this one you can have the lower tier or the unupgraded turret and mount the gun on it, no problem. But it gives you more armor on the turret, but then you lose some hit points. Where this one you lose armor, you go from 100 and I think it was 100, what was it, 105? Just looked at it and I already forgot. Great memory. 105, you go from 105 down to 70. But I just think with that angle, it's not really going to matter. It's going to bounce a lot of shells. It's going to be real hard to penetrate from the front. But I'll get some reviews out for those tanks as soon as I can. It'll be a couple days probably. The Tier 10 looks pretty wicked. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and let you go so I can get the replay done up for you. And so I'll be right back and we'll watch the replay. So hold on and I'll be right back in a second. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. So here we are in the Type 5 Heavy with the new and nerfed derp gun. I said, well, boys, they turned this into a pile of shit with the gun, with the derp gun, and they pretty much did. Um, Give me a second, guys. I'm sorry. I'm gonna turn the volume down a little bit here because it's like wicked loud. Otherwise, you're not gonna hear anything I'm saying. You'll just hear a revving engine. Yeah, that should be good. So, yeah, so the derp gun on this now, it is definitely... Oh, and I had some horrendously bad ping lag, so you'll see the turret might do some twanging, and you can see that lag light flinging off and on. I've been having... I don't understand. I've got World of Warships, War Thunder, I've got a plethora of other games. Not an issue at all whatsoever. Our EBR went up over the hill and just got wrecked. But I play those other games and not an issue at all whatsoever with my ping. World of Tanks, no matter what. I could have the best connection, which I do right now. I got a great connection and just miserable lag. Look at that lag light just staying on. And it's been doing that for a couple months now. This damn Object 140, I was trying to let him through, and he kept backing up and pulling in front of me. I'm like, Jesus criminy. But it was... Oh, somebody said... Oh, you see the turret go blink. So I'm gonna come up... Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. You can see the lag is just sad. I was hoping to get a shot at that UD's 15. Now this is going to be, that was 285 damage, and that was with the new and improved hash round. Now, when you see a 1 loading, that's just the standard, was it 75 penetration, but it's the standard HE shell. So our next shot, we'll see, kinda, didn't know what to do here. 3 guys in front of me, and I'm slow, so I didn't want to try getting up there and, getting in somebody's way. STRV just shot me with a round way over there, not sure where. I should have zoomed in right as soon as I saw that tree drop. So basically that 30B got a free shot on me right there, and you can see everybody, the old heat is just applying. Or premium rounds if you see the APCR, but a lot of premium rounds I get hit with. But, yeah, when I saw that tree drop, I should have instantly aimed in there, and I didn't, so shame on me. I kind of took that damage for stupidity on my part by, not having that pre-aim there. Bad chat just hit me for 0 damage. I mean, the armor on this thing is great. That's, it's... Oh, I don't have, yeah, you can see this thing can take a dang hit. I don't have my mod pack on here at all. So, yeah, you can see 1 hit here, 1 hit here. I am back down the hill a little bit further. But I think the one that did penetrate hit right there. That's where you want it. And that is exactly where you want to aim at this, right here or right here. That's the 2 best places to penetrate this. But, yeah, so right now I'm just kind of backing down to get reloaded. And with my lovely lag staying red, it kind of sucks in a way. And the UD's 15, 16 just hit us again with another heat shell and bounced. So like I said, the Type 5, great armor. What they did to the gun needed to be done, unfortunately. But it is definitely not the Type 5 that you used to play with this gun, with the gun the way it is now. I'm really thinking about putting the 14 centimeter on here, because when you hit something with that, as long as you penetrate, like with any tank, you're going to do average of 600 damage. Where so far I've hit the Super Conqueror and something else, and I've only done 482 damage. So we hit the Super Conqueror again. That time we did 322, and that I think was with a standard HE shell. I tried going back and forth in between the HE and the Hesh so you could see the difference in between the shells. And it really doesn't seem to be a substantial difference between the shells. I mean, maybe, you know, when you're hitting something that's lightly armored, like real lightly armored, you can do up to 900 damage with the Hesh round, whereas with the, well, it's the same 900. So you're going to do 900 either. You can do up to 900 either way. Now, when it had the other round that they took off and replaced with the Hesh round, I'll tell you right now, that thing, it was worth spending the extra credits. I didn't think I was even going to hit this one. I was really shocked because with this lag, I mean, the red light is just staying on. A lot of times when you go to aim at something, it might be backed up and it's not even sitting there, and you think it's still sitting there because of this crappy freaking lag. I did install, a buddy of mine told me to install, see, like that shot, aimed right at him, fully aimed in, and I didn't even see a shell come out of the freaking barrel. So, but a buddy of mine told me to install Razor something or other. This one, I think I take a shot here in a minute. I completely miss. Razor something or other. So we hit the STRV again. We hit him for 349, and that was with a HE round, and the other time we hit him, I believe, was with a Hesh round. So 381, 349. So really, there's not a huge difference in what shell does what for damage by the looks of it. I imagine, well, I can almost guarantee if I hit something, let's say a Grill 15, and I hit it with the Hesh round, it's going to do a substantial amount of damage over a standard HE shell because you've got 197 penetration, is it? 192 pen versus 75. So your round is going to penetrate a heck of a lot more. Oh, it just got blown up. Oh, the Kranwagen did. Huh, interesting. But, yeah, so you're going to penetrate a lot further with 192 penetration over 75, so you're apt to do a lot more towards that 900 of damage, whereas when you have 70, like this one here, in and out, that's what I'm talking about. If you put the other gun, the 14 centimeter on this, you can't just pull in real quick and pull the trigger and back out. I mean, you got to aim in. You got to wait for that balloon to shrink in to aim at something, because you're not just going to hit a T110E3 or T110E4 just anywhere and penetrate it. Whereas with the derp gun, you can pull those shots off where you don't even really have to aim. You just pull in, just like that. Pull in, shoot, and back out. Now, we did bounce around from him, but also I was at a hell of an angle. I don't like not having my mod pack on here. I have no clue where he even hit me. It might have been this run right here because that was a bounce. I thought he aimed for the front here, but who knows? But artillery was just dropping shell after shell after shell on us up here. So the F-140 on our team just got knocked out. T110 E3 actually did pen us for 563. That hurt. WZ-132 is shooting HE at me. He eventually, here in a few, he starts shooting premium rounds at me. But you can see with all the shots I've taken, I'm only up to 2,344 damage. Yeah, see, that's not fair trades when you're getting hit for 830 and only doing 244 damage. That's the problem when you're using the derp gun, where if I had the 14 centimeter on there, yeah, if I penetrate, and that's a big if, I could do an average of around 600 damage per hit. Yeah, that time I did a whopping 50 damage. But again, if I would have had the 14 centimeter on there, I would have done 0 damage because the round would have just bounced. Oh, and the Object 140 back there is shooting heat at us now. I get a little overconfident on the T110E3, wanted him gone to help out the T95. That was, well, T95 FV4201. I think it's right here. Um, I was trying to get rid of that T110E3 so that he could probably move in with me, and a little overconfident. I only got 604 health left, and I go up there trying to hit the E3, and I get knocked out. I don't even know if I don't even think I get the shot off, to be honest with you. We do end up winning this match. Um, I could have swore I got one more round of damage, but that might have been it. Yeah, this is where I give it a try, and no luck. So it was worth a shot. If I could have taken that E3 out, which with 428 health, more than likely, I might have got him down to 200 and something. It probably would have needed another shot, but it was worth a shot at least. And we had absolutely no artillery help till at the very end here. The artillery finally takes a shot up here and knocks out, I think, the E4 or the E3, one of the two. But it's like, um, can you help us back here? Because he didn't take any shots in this area at all the whole match till the very end here. But yeah, I tried. But yeah, with this gun, definitely you're not hitting for, five, you know, 550, 600 anymore. No, that's not happening. No, it's not definitely not a pay to win tank at all whatsoever. Now I can tell you that. Um, yeah, definitely. Yeah, see, right after I die, we finally get artillery to help us. Daylight and $1 short. But yeah, we end up winning this match. I like the looks of this T95 FV 4201. It looks just wicked as hell. Um, that IS4 had a wicked game. I mean, he had a really, really good game. So kudos to him. Yeah, he had 5 kills, and yeah, he ended up doing like I think six or close to 6,000 damage, something like that. But yeah, I love the looks of the FV tank there. It's got the turret on that's just really like aerodynamic. It kind of reminds me of the turret that's on my T95, whatever the hell I got. That medium that has cheese for hull armor. I think that FE or the T95 FE there has the same kind of crappy hull armor. But yeah, anyways, if you're already ground up to the Type 5 Heavy, you'd be interested in to see if you're gonna keep the derp gun on there or if you're gonna put the other gun on there. Because, like I said, I'm really contemplating putting the lovely lag I have. I am really contemplating putting the other gun back on here. Oh, and our STRV flipped on his side. You'll see in a second. I go over to him. I was going to tell him somebody to help him, but the match ended up being over. So he did a good job though too. And then at the end he got flipped over, but shit happens. But anyways, yeah, let me know what you guys think about the Type 5. If you're going to stick the other gun on there or stick with the derp. It's got its pros and its cons with either gun. With the 14 centimeter, you hit something, if you penetrate, your average damage is going to be right around 600. With the derp gun, you're going to penetrate. Well, you don't penetrate. You hit, and you're going to do damage no matter what. But it might be 20 damage. It might be 400 damage. It depends on what you hit, where you hit it, how thick the armor is where you hit it. So you hit something that has no armor, you could do up to 900 damage. It's just you saw what I was hitting with both types of rounds. The average round when I was hitting something was only doing 250. At the most, I got a couple like 450 something damage roll, I think it was. So yeah, it's just definitely not the way it was with the other type of round that they took away from it. But like I said, it needed to be done. It definitely did. Yeah. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please click the like button down below and subscribe to the channel. You guys take it easy, be safe, and I'll see you on the battlefield. And like I said on the new Swedish medium tanks there, I got the tier 8 and the tier 9. I'll get some replay and reviews out for you on that as soon as I can. Might be a couple days, but I'll get them out as quick as I can. And once I've got the tier 10, I will do that one too for you. So you guys take it easy and be safe out there.